So now we would like to invite Aline PIVA from Brazil. She has been very kindly working as an interpreter, but she herself has also been very much involved in the work. She was COHA's Assistant Deputy Director and the founder of COHA's Brazil Research Unit, and she directed that from 2016 to 2018. She earned her bachelor's degree in social sciences from the State University of Londrina in Brazil, where she earned a postgraduate degree in international law. She also has a postgraduate degree in international affairs from the University of Brasilia. She has worked in areas of media analysis and political campaigns for Linhas, a Brazilian-based international communications agency. And she has also been working recently on the International People's Assembly. So we would like to hear from Aline.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Kin Chi, for the invitation. Thank you for the panel for being here. I'm actually here representing the International Secretariat of the International People's Assembly. And I would like to talk to you a little bit about this initiative. The International People's Assembly is a network, a platform. It has the goals to be a platform of united international struggles of progressive forces. It comes from the understanding that we are living right now a profound structural crisis in the world. And also that together we are stronger. So we need to create spaces where we bring our struggles together and we strengthen our struggles, because one struggles is everyone's struggles, whether it be peasants in Asia or urban workers in Argentina. We are dealing with the same problem and the same struggle, and we have to be united in that front. We also understand that without grassroots struggles, ideas do not advance. We, as Francine said in her panel, we also understand that we are very diverse. We have a lot in common. Our struggle is one struggle, but we are also very diverse. So we brought together a platform with 10 points of intersectionality, where our struggles come together and when we can strengthen each other's struggle. Those points, the first one, which is the one that gives basis to everything, is the anti-imperialist, anti-colonial struggle and the fight for people's sovereignty in face of territorial invasions, military aggressions, and other imperialist attacks. The second one is the struggle for people's democracy. Not only strengthening people's initiatives, but also denouncing the bourgeoisie state in building new proposals of different forms of people's participation in political power, actually creating spaces where we, as movements, as civil society, we can actually have a voice and action. The third point is the struggle in defense of natural resources and to confront the offensive of private appropriation by capitalist companies. We understand that these natural resources, they are a property of the whole humanity and not for profit. The fourth point is the struggle against financial capital, fiscal paradises, and transnational companies, because we understand that this is the most horrible form of imperialism. What transnational companies are doing, we can see, for example, mining companies that are killing the environment in Brazil. They are doing exactly the same thing in Ghana. We have that in common, and we need to be together to face it. The fifth point is the struggle for work with rights and dignified salaries. We also identified the precarization of workers as one of our main points of fight nowadays, and we need to be together. And it connects to the next point, that is the struggle for social rights and human rights. We also are together. We are together in the defense of migrants, refugees, diasporas, and reparation to indigenous peoples and Afro-descendants. We are together in the permanent internationalist solidarity and to denounce the political prisoners of the world, because we see this as one of the main threats to organized civil society today. We see this a lot, for example, in Brazil and Colombia, where there is the criminalization of activists, of people who struggle for a better world. We also, this platform, the last 2 points, is the feminist struggle and the struggle against fundamentalism, sectarism, and religious intolerance. But we go beyond. We have to, this common agenda, we need to connect it to praxis. And what we propose is 3 points. The first one is the creation of political education schools, where we can train our people, our movements, where we can be in constantly exchange of ideas and building theories that will support our praxis. This is based on the National School Florestan Fernandes, on the experience of the MST, and we now have schools in Tunisia, the United States, Nepal, South Africa, and Argentina. Argentina is still being built, but it's on the way. The second point is media and communications. When we see the example of Brazil, we understand the role that the media had in the coup against Dilma Rousseff that is leading to this regress, the brutal attacks against workers' rights in the country. So we understand that it's important to create and strengthen independent, progressive media outlets that we can rely on when we want information about what is going on in Ghana, or in Zambia, or anywhere, I don't know, Nepal. I can go to those media outlets. And the third one is the creation of the Tricontinental Institute of Research, which is a think tank that is based, it's based in India, Brazil, and Argentina, and where we have researchers looking to issues that are directly correlated with the struggles of popular movements. It's important to, I keep saying popular movements, but the idea of the International People's Assembly is to go beyond. And we have unions, political parties, organized civil society, that not only social movements. It's also important to remember that this doesn't come from nothing. It's a process, a permanent process of construction, of accumulation of several experiences, such as the World Social Forum, ALBA movements, and all this process, it has culminated. We don't like to say it was a culmination of the process, but rather a landmark. Last February, we held our first international gathering, our first assembly of the International People's Assembly. It was in Caracas, Venezuela. I keep looking to Renan because we worked together there in organizing it. And so you can have a better idea of what took place in Venezuela, in Caracas, last February. I would like to show you a video that was made by one of these media outlets that are embedded in the scope of the International People's Assembly, that is People's Dispatch.
agir.
The People's International Assembly is particularly very important in this context of the economic crisis, of the capitalist crisis. Primarily because we know that capitalists come together all the time. And so people's movements need to come together more of the time to be able to collectivize our analysis of the context, but also develop strategies that are going to win our movements advancements, that we're going to be able to advance in our victories and our struggles, exchange our experiences, not only of oppression, but also of resistance. It's very important for us to be in Venezuela today, because Venezuela is the epicenter. Venezuela is the actual personification of the anti-imperialist struggle.
Aprendamos a convivir, porque no nos entiende paz para tener un muy feliz, donde podemos aspirar.
And we must always look at this forefront, always be in exchange for other parts of the journey, send our
Okay, there's These are a few of the media outlets that are part of the International People's Assembly. I invite you to look their websites up. There are a lot of information of what we have been doing and what actually took place in Venezuela. Not only this, but before that assembly, we had a brigade, a youth brigade that spent 2 weeks, 1 week, exchanging experiences with communities in Venezuela, and it was really rich and powerful experience. Thank you very much.